I'm Josh Duvall, certified financial planner, registered tax preparer from Joshua Duvall Financial Planning and Accounting. Hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to bring you a quick video update on something that people are talking a lot about regarding inflation and their allocation in the stock market. So when you start investing, whether it's through a 401k, an IRA, taxable account, whatever it might be, one of the things that you should be starting with is understanding the allocation in light of the rest of your financial plan. Now, the thing about our financial plans is that they change over time. You have more children, you start a business, you buy a rental property, you change jobs. Life happens and things change. But the question is, does your investment allocation change along with it? Now, those are factors that happen internally to your own life. But what about external factors, specifically things that happen in the economy, like increased inflation? So inflation is one of those things, and I've talked about this in other videos, where you are not in control of it, right? You're in control of how much you save. You're in control of how much you spend. You're in control of how you allocate your investments, but you are not in control of many of the economic factors that actually cause your investments to behave a certain way. So the thing about investing over the long term, we don't want to be investors that look at every single short-term event and allow that to have a radical effect on our portfolio. So recently at the end of November, the last couple of weeks, the market, the S&P 500 was down. It slipped quite a few percentage points, and you don't make wholesale changes in your portfolio because of normal ups and downs of the stock market. Even during a period like COVID in 2020, when the market was down 30-40%, that isn't a time to make a wholesale change. If you if you sell out and you go to cash when things go down and only wait to buy again when they go back up, you're actually doing the literal opposite of what smart investing would be. You want to buy things when they're down and make selling decisions, or sell out of your positions when you're at a market high or a top. And so the idea is to buy low and sell high at a very foundational level. So we don't make changes in our portfolio because of single events. But when we look at things that are happening either internally, significant life changes that are going to be prolonged, or external economic factors, things related to the economy, like maybe persistent inflation that's above 2 or 3%. I think we're going to end up finishing somewhere in 5 or 6% this year. When we look at that, it should force you to think through your investment allocation. So one of the things that we want to do is not only make financial planning changes as our life changes, but also reevaluate your investment allocation as economic factors change. That doesn't mean that a change is going to actually come to your portfolio. You're going to sell this position and buy this position, but you need to look at and understand, how is my portfolio allocated in light of my own goals, risk tolerance, time horizon, other financial factors, taxes, for example, and what should I do to prepare myself for the future? Now, one of the things you can't do is look back and say, I should get in this investment because over the last 6 months or the last 5 years or whatever your time frame is, it outperformed the market. Well, that's a hindsight bias situation. That's hindsight is 2020. The question is, what can you do to best prepare yourself for events that happen in the future? So if you're in a place here at the end of the year or coming into the new year of 2022, and it's been a while since you've kind of evaluated or reevaluated your investment allocation or your portfolio, I think it makes sense to do that around the beginning of the year. It's kind of a natural opportunity to look at, okay, what are my investments doing? How are they allocated? Does it still make sense in light of other things that are happening? And we shouldn't be afraid of making changes, right? There's kind of a mindset that something's been working for you. Do I stick with that? Do I make changes? I think the best way to do that is incremental change, not to wholesale scrap a portfolio allocation because something isn't working the way you want. But let's look at the areas that need to be tweaked and adjusted and continue to monitor that. So that's one of the things that I'd like to do with my clients, is have those conversations about investment allocation, portfolio changes, and look at how those changes need to be made in light of taxes, in light of economic factors, in light of those internal variables that are happening in your own life. So if you have a question about that, if you'd like to reach out and talk to me about your portfolio allocation, your investments, your strategy going forward, please feel free to do so. You can email me, Josh joshuaduvall.com. Or if you're not currently a client, tax client, or financial planning client, and you'd like to start discussing how financial planning and accounting services could be used for you, please feel free to go to my website, fill out a form there. We can schedule an introductory conversation. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying the Christmas season. Again, always be thinking about reevaluating the portfolio and the investment allocation in light of internal changes and external economic factors. And let's think about small, intermediate, incremental changes that can help you stay on track for your financial goals. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.